Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your higher timeline messages. So keep in mind, these are collective in general. Receive what aligns, release what doesn't. Don't take anything that doesn't resonate with you, right? Remember that you're a conscious creator, so you shift and change your timeline with your free will choice. There will be an extended, and that is available, my Patreon extended videos only membership, and that is linked below. So, Sagittarius, who are you on your higher timeline? Well, you're experiencing wish fulfillment, okay? You have this energy of wanting to leap for joy with the Nine of Cups. You're also very grounded and peaceful, just vibing with nature, okay? You are abundant. You are not worried about money, okay? You can feel the abundance all around you and within you. You feel incredibly grounded and you feel at home among nature and the trees and the forest, okay? You feel like you are responsible. You feel like you are taking care, the best care of yourself, of your body, of your needs. You're taking the best care of your kingdom, okay, if you will. You're also exploring the unknown with the moon card, okay? So you have this confidence about you. And clarifying the moon card, we have the Hierophant. So you are so beautifully soul aligned that life is peaceful, life is joyful, okay? And you explore the unknown, whether that's within your own, subconscious, whether that's something new that you're exploring, okay? Even like your own emotions or the depth of your soul. But you're doing it in a really lighthearted way. Some of you, it's moving into your heart space, right? And navigating within that emotional space, right? I mean, that might have been something you were avoiding, but this is now something that you are embracing and you're feeling confident in doing so, okay? You're also quite surrendered and you're trusting in your experience and your life and your connection with Source. You are completely in alignment with your spiritual beliefs, with your soul path, okay? You feel like an, soul aligned being walking this earth. Okay, some of you too, like you're creating the sense of peace and fulfillment and joy in places and spaces wherever you go, right? You feel safe, you feel protected, you feel like you want to travel, there's certain things that you want to experience, okay? You also feel like you're going through some sort of rebirth here. Life feels magical. We also have the Four of Swords. So if there was something you were healing from, again, within the heart space, could have had to do with a loving relationship, could have had to do with anything here, maybe even feeling separated from somebody that, you really love and care about. Because when we get into the higher timeline connection energy, it does feel like there's kind of like a long distance thing going on here. But also you have the space and time to rest and recharge. You take a break from the energy of the world, okay? You create this beautiful place where you can nest and where you can heal and where you can connect with your heart space, where you can connect with Source. There's this sense of, again, feeling safe and supported and navigating obstacles with a sense of trust, with a sense of confidence, with a sense of having a relaxed nature. Again, we have the Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, this has to do with your abundance, okay? Has to do with your family thriving, your legacy, has to do with your long-term stability, feeling very safe and grounded financially. With that Ten of Pentacles, others of you, it has to do with meeting somebody to start a family or build a family. That's another energy that is coming through here, okay? But yes, we have you vibing with nature. We have you exploring, your soul and your heart space. Feeling like life is magical, feeling like you can rest and recharge and move at your own rhythm, okay? Feeling very soul aligned and almost there's a sense of like fulfillment or satisfaction here. We also have limitations inspire innovations. So just like with this Four of Swords energy, which is about resting, recharging, and meditating, any sort of challenges or obstacles that you feel in your experience on your timeline or within the world is actually inspiring you to come up with very innovative ideas and solutions and opportunities. You're seeing opportunities within challenges here. With limitations inspire innovations, right? So some of you might be creators, inventors, but you live a life that's inspired, okay, on this higher timeline. We also have make a mission statement for your soul. So for some of you, if you didn't really realize or recognize or accept or understand like why you're here, why you're on your timeline, why you have the spiritual gifts that you have, you're going to have clarity around that, or you're going to create a mission statement for your soul, or something that you're guided to do to ground into, okay, into your experience here. We also have the Mystic Haven energy, enchantment, esoteric, magic, intrigue, hidden wisdom. So that could be something that you love to explore, whether that's from past lives or this life. You could be a mystic. You could want to explore more of your spiritual gifts and abilities. Again, like that esoteric energy, exploring your own magic. I feel like life is magical for you, Sagittarius, on this higher timeline. Some of you, it's like you live, the work that you do is remote, so like you can travel to these, magical spaces and places, like, cute little cafes, and like you can work out of those spaces, and that's something that you desire to do. We also have the farm energy, agriculture, work, livestock rearing. So some of you might want to like live in a way where you have your own farm, right? Or something that's very self-sustaining. That might be something that is important for you to build or to focus on. Maybe, some issues within agriculture or within sustainability, right? Is something that you're working on, or something that has inspired you here, or working with animals, right? That could be something that is important to you. We also have the temple, spiritual practices, meditation, reflection, and spiritual guidance. So on this higher timeline, maybe there's a temple or some sacred space that you go to where you can connect in for this deeper wisdom, or for these, energetic downloads, or you can explore what you're feeling called to explore. But your spiritual practices, meditation, reflection, and spiritual guidance. And I'm also hearing you having the space and time and energy within your schedule to be able to do this, or to be able to prioritize this, because it's, it's something that's really important for you. I'm hearing it's your bread and butter. Okay, it's your spiritual bread and butter that is so valuable to you here within your experience. Maybe before, you were living more of like a 3D lifestyle where you feel like, everything was like chop wood, carry water. And although you appreciate that simplicity, you wanted to expand within your spiritual gifts and abilities, but you had to work so hard that you felt like you didn't have the energy or time to do that. But I feel like on this higher timeline, that's something that you do have the time to kind of balance out. It's interesting because Leo had the reverse of that, where they had more of like the spiritual energy and not like the grounded human energy. And I feel like you feel like I've been too human and I need to balance it out with some of the spiritual aspects, or some of these spiritual practices that I want to explore, right? So balancing the physical and the spiritual is something that's also coming through here on your higher timeline. We also have, which is beautiful, release perfectionism. And there might be a practice for you here, Sagittarius, if you are a perfectionist, to go out and just observe nature, and to see, just sit with nature and see how nature interacts with you. Okay. That butterfly isn't looking to see if your eyeliner is on point, right? That butterfly doesn't care about that. The frog on the lily pad isn't going to be judging your clothing, right? It's important for you to recalibrate, is what I'm hearing. Recalibrate. And see yourself as nature sees you, okay? Because I feel like you have this deep value of peace. You have this deep value of harmony, of living in harmony with nature, with the world, with the animals and the plants and the insects, right? And this sense of oneness is coming through, okay? So it's important that you see yourself as that. And with this energy, like that just popped in, like spending time in nature and see how nature interacts with you, because that's going to tell you about your vibration and a new version of you, or a new view or perspective of you that you didn't have before. Because I have noticed in my experience with nature, with animals, they see us by our soul, right? They see us by our soul. So it will give you more of an inside look into your soul. So cool. Anyways, let me read this. And see, release perfectionism. I turned right to it. You can't speak butterfly language with caterpillar people, so stop trying so hard to please, persuade, and fit in. Have patience with all that's unresolved in your heart and seek out others who burn with the same need for transformation that you do. When we get up from the table where love is no longer being served and we seek out the place we are celebrated rather than tolerated, wild woman rises, right? Go spend some time in nature. That's what's so strongly coming through for you, Sagittarius, okay? So that's where I'm going to leave it. We're going to next move into the extended. So if this is where you're leaving this video, thank you so much. I hope this brought you value, relief, alignment, validation, inspiration. And for those of you that are joining me, I'll see you soon for the extended. The link is below in my Patreon extended videos only membership. Take the best care of yourself, and I will see you soon.